Hello to all my beautiful viewers out there. Today I'm going to be discussing the new collection by famous artist KAWS and all my thoughts and opinions on the new upcoming pieces that he's releasing from that collection in early June. Now if you guys enjoy this type of content and want me covering more upcoming capsules and releases, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and really helps me know what kind of content you guys want me to do. But without pushing the content back any further, let's jump right in by start talking about who KAWS is and how he came into the spotlight. Brian Donnelly, aka KAWS, was a fine art student for the School of Visual Arts in New York City back in the 1990s. Now, to essentially get his name into the streets, get people to know his artwork, what he would do back in the early 1990s was he would start subvertising billboards, bus stops and phone booths. He would do this with a key that his good friend gave him. So during the day, he was a fine arts student at the School of Visual Arts. During the night, he was a graffiti artist that would, obscurely edit these billboards as a parody and as something that people could enjoy when they walk down the street, because they would see this, mockery, they would see this alternative version of their famous advertisements that they would normally see in New York City. That's essentially how he started his career, and it only built from there. So in 1996, after he'd been freelancing and doing that art in New York for a couple years now, he finally graduated from the School of Visual Arts with a fine arts degree in illustration, briefly working at Jumbo Pictures on a couple shows that you guys might know. He worked on 101 Dalmatians, he worked on Daria, and he worked on Doug, if you guys know that one as well. Monumental part of KAWS's career was back in 1999. He made his first toy dubbed Companion. Companion was a vinyl figure of Mickey Mouse with his famous art style of the X'd out eyes and the X'd out gloves. This was in collaboration with a Japanese brand called Bounty Hunter. Now, a lot of KAWS's artwork, may it be his acrylic paintings or his massive companion statues, has been compared to the artwork and the likes of Andy Warhol, as it's, hard to pick between is it commercial or fine art. It's kind of in that blurred section in between. It's really interesting to make that opinion for yourself, whether or not it's, commercial art or fine art. I definitely say go check it out for yourself, both the acrylic paintings and the statues, and, make that decision for yourself. But his artwork is definitely something to check out if you guys haven't checked it out already. Now, towards the 2010s and onwards, KAWS has been focusing more and more so on his collaborations with various brands. What he's been doing over the past 10 years or so is collaborations with Jordan brand, like he's done pairs of shoes with his famous artwork applied to them, as well as clothing brand collaborations where he's grabbed famous iconic characters and figures, applied his art style to them, and then released them on a bunch of clothing pieces as well. Now, whenever these get announced, they usually only get announced quite close to the release date. What happened recently is that his upcoming collection that he was going to do with Unico was actually leaked to the internet. So to combat that leak to the internet, he grabbed his trusty animator buddies and decided to make his companion figure, the one that he created way back in the early 90s, to debut the collection on Instagram in these 2 to 3 funny videos where the companion figure picks up the clothing and displays it to the viewer. I thought this was a really smart way to handle it. It was also a very cool way to debut the new pieces that were coming out. I personally hadn't seen the leaks or heard about the leaks, but obviously they had gained enough traction where Brian thought that he might as well just debut it on his Instagram, even though it is quite early for him, because as I said, normally he would debut it like a week or two before it's about to drop, and he debuted it early May and said it was going to drop in early June, so that's a month away. I know that's not too much difference from 2 weeks to 4 weeks, but for him that's quite early. Normally he wouldn't normally do that, and even in the caption of the videos it seemed like he was kind of annoyed that it was leaked, but at the same time I don't think he's too bummed out. I think it's, again, a cool way to do it, and I'm definitely really keen for the upcoming pieces that are going to come out as well. So all the pieces that have been debuted so far in the 2 Instagram videos that I've got, I think they're really cool. I'm really keen for them. Personally, I'm a big fan of the artwork and the pieces that he's done in the past. One of my favorite pieces would be the Sesame Street collab that he did last year. So as you can see, I've got one of the sweaters here on me. So it's got the two X's on the front, which is his famous art style for the eyes and the hands. And then on the back, it's got a cool little art piece here with all the Sesame Street characters. Some people come up to me and talk to me about how they're kind of creeped out by the back artwork because of the art style, but I think it's cool. It's him applying his artwork to famous and iconic characters that we all know and love. The upcoming collection looks to be potentially another Sesame Street collab. I'm keen for it. I think it'll be awesome. I'm definitely going to try and cop some of the pieces, as this hoodie here, this sweater here, it was $29.90 Australian, and the shirts are about $10 to $15 Australian. So because he collaborates with Unico, he's allowed to make it quite cheaply. He doesn't, have to spend heaps of money getting these really high quality samples to print his stuff on, and the print quality and everything like that is really, really good on these. So I've probably washed this about like 20 times and it doesn't look like it's fading, cracking or anything, and it's beautifully well done. Now the front, I totally forgot to mention this as well, it is actually embroidered. That all there is not printed on, it's all embroidered, and every single time he does a piece on the left sleeve, he always embroids his iconic X's into them, the eyes or the gloves or whatever you want to call them. That in there, so it's that on the long sleeve one, and on the short sleeve shirts it's like up here. I think that's really, really cool, and for that cheap price of under 30 bucks for sweaters and under 20 bucks for shirts, I think it's a good deal. I don't think it's hugely expensive. I think everyone should be able to buy them. I definitely say keep your eyes and ears out for when it drops in June, because they sell out quick because they're so cheap. They really sell out. But to sum it up, guys, I think KAWS has done an awesome job with how he handled the leaks. Really keen for all the pieces that are going to drop. I'll probably do a drip, flip or skip on all the pieces when we get more images of them, but I hope this little video here gave you some background information about KAWS himself and the information on what happened with all the leaked stuff that came out recently. Now, if you want me to cover more stuff like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Really, really helps me out, really, really helps the channel out. And, if you would do that for me, that would be very, very lovely. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.